Iranians launched new protests in Tehran on Monday, angry over Saudi Arabia's recent execution of a Shiite cleric.
Bahrain, Sudan and the UAE have also severed or cut back ties with Iran. Iran accuses Saudi Arabia of escalating tensions, and neither side is showing any signs of backing away.
And for more insight on the tensions and the impact they could have, we want to turn to Ibrahim Fraihat. He is a senior fellow at the Brookings Doha Centre, and he joined us now via Skype from the Qatari capital. Thank you, sir, for being with us. So, as we've mentioned there, we are seeing tensions escalate between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and now, of course, as we just reported, Bahrain, Sudan and the United Arab Emirates have aligned as well with the Saudis by cutting or curtailing ties with Iran. Where do you think this is all going, and just how bad could tensions get, do you think?
Thank you very much. I think we are still in a mode of escalation now in this crisis between Saudi Arabia and Iran. In addition to Bahrain, Sudan, and the UAE, we are expecting actually to see more joining this new polarization that's taking place between Saudi Arabia and Iran. There is still that escalation is continuing, and if this is not contained by serious intervention from the international community, we could be talking about a quality escalation, the way I call it.
All right, I want to come back to that point, but I do want to ask you this. Why would Saudi Arabia have gone ahead with the execution of Iran's Shiite cleric, knowing all too well that that would provoke trouble with Iran, and given the United States had warned them not to go ahead with it?
Well, I think actually that is the point, is to try to take that conflict to a second level by Saudi Arabia. As a result of the frustration that Saudi Arabia has been having in terms of the conflict with Iran, whether it's in Yemen, in Syria, in Lebanon, or in Iraq. Particularly, the way I see it, Yemen played an important role in this, where the tension or the conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran reached another level when Saudi Arabia became involved directly in this war in Yemen, and it changed from a proxy war to more of a direct war by Saudi Arabia. Frustrated by no progress made in Yemen, Saudi Arabia, I think, decided to take it to another level and target Iran directly and face it and counter Iran expansionism the way they see it in the Arab region.
All right, so the big question here, how does this end? How do they de-escalate this? You mentioned the international community. You would put the onus on them to intervene as a third party here, would you?
Thank you. Well, I think first, we need to see the region itself here. There is serious potential for intervention from regional organizations like the Arab League, the OIC, or other major players in the country like Turkey, Russia. The U.S. definitely has a major role in this because the U.S. has leverage on both sides, actually, not only Saudi Arabia as an ally, but also after signing the nuclear deal with Iran, I think, and Iran seeking to be accepted internationally, I think the U.S. has a leverage also to influence Iran. Escalation is not in the interest of anyone, not Saudi Arabia, not Iran, not the entire region, definitely not the United States or the international community. Because as you know, Saudi Arabia is the largest oil producer in the world, and any tension would affect world markets very seriously. And the most dangerous thing about this is that escalation can be contained today, but I'm not sure if we continue to let this go, whether then containment will be possible in the future. But it is definitely possible today if there is an action taken seriously.
Yeah, the world very nervous about this, watching it very closely. Many thanks to you, Ibrahim Fraihat, for your perspective, certainly, on this issue. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Now we have this information.